go to England, baby, maybe to Spain. Wherever I have gone, wherever I've been and gone, wherever I have gone, the blues are all the same. Send out for whiskey, baby, send out for gin. Me and room service, honey, me and room service, babe, me and room service. Well, we're living a life of sin. When I'm not drinking, baby, you're on my mind. When I'm not sleeping, honey, when I ain't sleeping, mama, when I'm not sleeping, you know, you'll find me crying. Try another city, baby, another town. Wherever I have gone, wherever I've been and gone, wherever I have gone, the blues come following down. Loving is a gamble, baby, loving's much the same. Wherever I have played, wherever I've thrown them dice, wherever I have played, the blues have run the game. BOOZHOO! That's quite an entrance. Yeah, I know, huh? Totally unnecessary teleportation, but I like to start the show that way. How's it going? Welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am NANABOOZHOO. This is Natasha. BOOZHOO, Gakina. This is Michael Lyons, rockstar cartoonist. Hey everyone, welcome to the show. How you doing, brother? I'm great. How are you? Not too bad. And yeah, we're back together again. A little late. Yeah, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Nothing. That clock don't tell me what time it is. I tell the clock what time it is. It's Indian time. The live stream podcast starts when we're good and ready, and quits when we've had it up to here. Yeah. And what do we got going on today, sweetie? Well, it's the after prayer day. Ishkwa anima e gisha good. Yep. After prayer day, Monday. It's another Monday, sweetie. And I got the blues. You got the blues? I got the blues so bad. I got the winter blues. Anywhere I've been and gone. You ever get the winter blues? You ever really start to, feel the weight of the world on your shoulders? Do you find yourself, sighing in the middle of the day, shaking your head. That's called the blues, sweetie. Yeah, huh? What are you gonna do? I don't know. I'd start drinking again. Don't start drinking. Gashkain the Moen, grief. Gashkain the Moen, that's like sadness. A sadness. Moen, Moen means language. It's like the language of sadness. Grief, it's expression of loss. The blues. But there's a way you can heal. Gagay. Gashkain da Moen gagay. Grief healing. Grief relief. What is the relief of grief? Lots of booze. Lots of booze. Hello, children. Did you enjoy Sesame Street this morning and tuned over here for more educational programming? If you have the blues, why not try drinking? Drinking and driving. Sometimes people can outrun their problems by drinking and driving away. Don't say that. I'm totally kidding, you guys. That's the worst advice I've ever given. Don't drink and drive away from your problems. Gashkain da Moen, grief. Everybody has it. There's no way to get through this life without losing once in a while. I mean, maybe except for, what's his name? The guy who's winning. Charlie Sheen. Unless you've got tiger's blood and you're winning, if you live at all, you're going to lose. I think Charlie Sheen's a big loser. Yeah, I know. He lost everything. But grief is sadness due to loss. It could be a loss of a pet, loss of a loved one, loss of a job, loss of a marriage, loss of your youth, loss of your health. Any kind of loss can give the person the blues so bad they don't know what to do. Well, I'm here to tell you, there's something else. The afterlife. The blues. And I was thinking maybe today on this Monday, this gray Monday, that we should talk about the blues. Not the grays, the blues. But first, I want to see who's here, sweetie. Okay. Sweetie, did you know Wally Bear's here? No way! Wally Bear from the Res? The one and the same. Oh, hey, Wally Bear. Bonjour, Wally Bear. And Zaga May is here. Morning. Minoki Gajeb. Zaga May is here. Well, Zaga May, good morning. And Shelly Ham. Good morning, Shelly Ham. And John Redcorn says, Lower Sioux checking in. We got the representation from Lower Sioux here this morning. How's it going? Living down on a prairie, in a little house on the prairie known as Lower Sioux Res. The Metawakitan Dakota Oyate. Hihanewashte Dakota Oyate. Good morning, Dakota community. The Sioux. Although John's he's an Ojib. I think he's an Ojibwe living. He's kind of like John Red Bear. Not Red Bear. Dunbar. Dumb Bear. John Dunbar. He's like Dances with Wolves. He's living with the Sioux. Maybe he's like stands with a fist. Maybe he's a holy man. Holy man. Dances with Wolves. I like that one. Stands with a fist. Stands with a fist is the white girl who grew up with the Dakota, and she forgot how to speak English. She hadn't spoken it since she was a little white girl, but she'd been living as a Dakota lady and speaking Dakota for so long. She was trying to translate, mushkiki winini or whatever the Sioux word for medicine man is. And She goes, well, he's like a holy man. Like holy man. No, that's, you're giving him too much credit. You mean medicine man. He's like a pastor. Wind in his hair. Not wind in his hair. What was he called? Kicking bird. Kicking bird. Gosh, gain the mowing grief. The blues. If you get the blues, one of the things I do, you know what I do, sweetie? You consult the medicine wheel. Yes. I go back to our sacred teachings, to the wisdom, the Nabwaka wind of the Gitchi Ayaya, Ayaye, Ayaya, Gitchi Anishinaabe, the elders, the great human people, human beings. So you got your day, your Mushkiki de Tibasaid, your medicine wheel. Nancy knows what I'm talking about. Hey, Nancy. Nancy Glenstone? Yep. Well, Miss Nancy Glenstone, how you doing, my sister? Your sister? She's my sister from another mister. Your sister from another mister. Kind of like your brother from another mother? Yep. Jim Dunn's in the house. Hey, Jim, what's going on? Good morning. And, is that everybody? Jason? No, it's John Redcorn. Ruby's here. Hey, BOOZHOO, Ruby. Ruby, I'll have you. Ruby, you'll be true. Maybe, baby. Ruby's here, sweetie. Well, good morning, Ruby. And, any other newcomers? All right. Now we got a show. All right. Here's a little traditional Ojibwe teachings. Let's say you got some grief. Let's say you're lucky enough to love something so much that when you lose that thing, your heart breaks. Gashkena Moen isn't just, oh, I'm so sad. I wish it was summer. It's not that. It's a different kind of heartbreak. It's that pain of you had something wonderful that's now you don't have it. What do you do? Well, first of all, I want to tell you it's okay to take it seriously. When you're depressed, when you got the blues, I've heard it said, it actually is like it's a fight for your life. A literal fight for your life. Depression is like somebody's holding your head underwater. And you got to struggle and fight as hard as you can to beat depression. Whatever you want to call it, the blues, Kashkeen Moen. The healing part is, you can think of it as you got to kill your blues if you want. Get all Indian Ogichida on it, You're going into battle. You're fighting for your life. You must defeat your enemy. So what do? First of all, you got to rally your troops or whatever. You got to circle the wagons. That's a bad analogy. But the medicine wheel represents a lot of different things. For, seasons, for whatever. But it represents 4 states of being. You got your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. When you're in grief, you're probably a mess. You're probably out of balance. So look at yourself. What is your physical state? Sometimes I'll ask myself, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how am I physically today? Right now, boom. And what do I mean by physical? This is just your body. How's your diet? What have you eaten in the last 3 days? If you had to pile up all the sugar next to all the vegetables, which pile would be bigger? I know what mine would be. How many gallons of coffee have you drank since a year started? Whatever. How's your diet? If it's bad, you're probably going to have a low score in your physical. How's your weight? Are you fat? What's your belly look like? Is it all gooey? You got cellulite? Take inventory of your physical body and then make a plan. If you're going to beat grief, you got to get into good shape. Sadness and despair and all this, it lives in your fat. So come up with a plan. I think it was Adam Carolla, he said once. He goes, tell your shoulders and your biceps that you don't feel like working out and that you're all depressed and you're too sad to work out. They don't care. Your arms are going to respond just like a normal, athletic, happy person who did 20 push-ups feels, Just in spite of what you think, make your body get healthy. Then you move on to your mental. What's your mental state like? 1 to 10. This is not your body, not your emotions, and not your spiritual side. This is just what are the words in your brain? What are the pictures and the words in your brain? Are you pretending to kill people on a video game for 8 hours a day? Just envisioning shooting somebody with a gun. Be aware of that. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it's driving you crazy. What is your mental state? Give her a 1 to 10. 10 is good, 1 is terrible. And then make a plan. If you're just picturing yourself killing people constantly and death is all you ever think about, and you lost your puppy last week, well, you might want to choose to think about something other than death and murder. Maybe, I don't know, read a book. Think about it. Write a journal. Write a gratitude list. Get your mind off of something if you think it's not serving you. What makes you happy? What kind of thing that you think about actually cheers you up? Usually it's gratitude, probably. But let's say you're really into, football. Go watch some football. Get into football again. Go pay attention to something that cheers you up. Don't think about death so much or whatever. Pay attention to that. Then next quadrant is your emotions. What are your feelings? What do you mean you're sad? You got the blues. Are you sad or are you scared? Do you have anxiety? Is it actually the fact you're actually got the blues, you're crying every morning because you're exhausted from worrying about stuff? Oh, hikes. Every week it's a struggle to survive. The roof is leaking and the wind is howling. The kids are crying because the sheets are so cold. I'm going to lose my job. My boss hates me. My car isn't running. We're in debt. I'm late on this thing. They're going to shut off the water. Whatever. I'm going to get the COVID. Oh. They're going to bomb my city in the Ukraine. It might be stress that you have. But pay attention. What are your emotions? Just write them down if you have to. And I'm not saying that you have to have just happy emotions all the time. In fact, if you chase just happy emotions, you're just going to chase addictions and soothing yourself and amusing yourself. But peace and gratitude and that kind of thing, you'll feel a lot better if you get control. Be aware of what your emotions are, understand them. Like for most of my 30s and 40s, I think I was just fed up. I wasn't just sad and frustrated. I was angry. I was still an angry man because I was a frustrated artist. Things hadn't worked out yet, and I was getting older. And what I thought was grief was actually being fed up, tired of trying and failing and getting angry. Like, stupid country won't let me be a rock star or whatever it was. Yeah. You're going to become aware of your emotions. And then finally, the spiritual. This is the most hard to understand. And it's like everywhere. It's in all the other three. But your spiritual life, there is something about you that is not your physical body. And it's not the thoughts and pictures in your brain, not your mental. And it's not even what you feel about it. It's not even love. It's your spirit. Yeah, maybe it's love. It's probably love. Yeah. It's not emotions, like excitement or whatever. Relief. I don't know. But the medicine wheel is about, these are the things you need. If, number one, I don't even think, sometimes kids especially, don't even know that it's okay. Number one, that, yeah, people get depressed and you get stuck in a rut and things go south. And everybody has stories and ways of helping each other. There's a path out of that. You're not supposed to feel bad all the time. Life isn't a miserable, painful, depressing thing. It just seems like that when you're depressed. So, here's a little bit of advice to the kids. If nothing else, I'll be level with you. If your elders, your grandparents, they may not be worth much of anything else to you, except this. Share your depression with them. If you got problems, if you're sad and scared and disappointed, if you're being bullied, if you're bullying somebody, if you're whatever, they actually, just by virtue of being old, probably know way more about what you're talking about than you give them credit for. You got to remember your grandma and grandpa. They've lived like 4 times as long as you have. And even if your grandma's like some old church lady, never drank or anything, she can't understand that you've developed an addiction. You can bet she probably had friends. Probably, has known people. Has probably had some experience in that. And maybe she's had her own. But your grandparents, they live to help their grandchildren. Unless your grandparents are terrible, which they probably aren't. Share your, if you're not, if you're in grief, you got to talk it out. And talk about it with an elder. It doesn't have to be some wise, oh, look at me, I'm putting on a sweat lodge. I must be a medicine man. You don't have to go to any old spiritual person. Go to your grandma. Go to your grandpa. And then they may not even be expecting you to say, hey, you know what? I want to talk to you about my problems. They're going to thank you for sharing with them. John Redcorn will say, prayer works for everything in your life. Yeah, and don't forget to pray. That's the spiritual part. Okay, so the elders would also tell you, okay, yeah, so physical, you got to get into shape. Mental, you got to get clear. That's why getting drunk is so bad, because it makes you fat and slurred thinking and dumb. And then that emotional will make you sad. You got to do the opposite of what makes you sad and out of shape and stuff. But spiritually, the opposite of prayer and gratitude and love is materialism and lust and physical, I just want a hot fudge sundae. Then I'll be happy. That's physical. Spiritual is something else. It's prayer. It's connecting with God. It's just reminding yourself that, hey, by the way, I am a spirit. We're just driving these flesh bodies. We actually are ghosts. If we could remember that, I don't remember how to walk through walls or bodies or anything yet. But everybody does eventually leave their body. So anyway, so that's the Mushkiki de Tibicide. And I don't know, sweetie. Not sure why I decided to talk about this today. It's not the funniest thing we've ever talked about. No, not the funniest. But I don't know. Sunny day. Oh, Great Spirit, please help me. Get your manado. The ga we took a wishin. Nun gum. Oh, Great Spirit, please help me today. Nun gum. We took a wishin. Ando in a way nun gum. Help me to speak well today. I don't know. But pray, yeah. But then the little kids will be like, what do you mean pray? Do I put my hands together? Should I get little bells and dance around like a Hare Krishna? Sing? Prayer. What do you mean? Oh, it's simple. You get a whip and you gotta lash 40 lashes on your back as you cry out for whatever. I don't know. Prayer. You're gonna have to figure out what prayer is. It's communicating with the Great Spirit. There's 1,000,001 different ways to do it. Sometimes you'll see me say a little prayer in Ojibwe here. Natasha, she likes to pray. She puts out a tobacco outside. Says a little prayer. I don't know. Which leaves the question, sweetie. What's the question? Should I just bum out everybody with the princess poem? Or do we try to shift gears and be funny? Oh, I don't know. I don't know either. Hey, Missy's here. Missy, cousin Missy? The one in the same. Hey, Missy, what's going on? Bonjour, Missy. Missy says, are you back to work yet, Wally Bear? Missy's got to put her nose in everybody's business. Missy, are you stalking Wally Bear? Are you back to work yet? Maybe Missy's like his supervisor. Yeah, probably. Shelly Ham, prayer is just saying what's in your heart. Yeah, prayer, anima A. Saying what's in your heart. But what if you have like a sinful, lustful heart? Does the Great Spirit want to hear all that nonsense? Ooh, I just want to take over the world. I just want to bomb Kiev. I don't really understand what's going on over there. I don't either. World War III. We should be praying for those guys. But, I don't know. Pray for the whole world, really. La-dee-dum. Hey, sweetie. Yeah? We got a phone call. We do? Yeah. On what line? On line 2. Oh, okay. Hello, caller. Welcome to the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. You're on the air. Hi, NANABOOZHOO. Oh, hey, Pope. Sweetie, it's Pope, what's your name again? Pope Francis? Yeah, Pope Francis. You can call me Frank. Frank? Yeah, because frankly, I'm Pope Frank. Nah, I'm just pulling your chain, Oh, yeah, that's a good one. What can I do for you, Your Holiness? Well, I was listening to your show, and it's like, you were talking about prayer, and, well, I happen to know a little thing
I do about prayer myself.
You know something about prayer?
Oh, yeah, I pray all the time. I'm the Pope of the Catholic Church.
Oh, that's right. Pope Francis is the Pope of the Catholic Church. So, do you pray every day?
Yep, I gotta pray every day. I get up early in the morning. I put a bowl of cornflakes, and before I put the milk on it, I say, God is great, God is good, let me thank you for the food. And then I put the milk on, and I have my breakfast.
Okay. So you say grace. I guess that's good. So let's see. Do I have any questions? Can you comment on this idea? Sometimes I feel funny about asking for stuff. Are we supposed to just ask God for stuff? Because what if what we want isn't good for us?
Oh, it's a pretty deep question. It's a really deep question. Let me put my noggin on that one. Let's see. Can you ask stuff? I think it's okay. Last week I asked God for a Pepsi, and sure enough, the next day, what happened? Somebody brought me a Pepsi. And I was like, hey, thanks, God. It was answered prayer.
Yeah. Okay. So, I guess it's all right. I don't know. I mean, I never prayed for, to become rich and famous. But I kind of wanted that. But if I had prayed for it, would God have made me rich and famous, and then I'd become a drug addict and become miserable and like every rich and famous person?
I don't really know. I'll ask him.
You're going to ask him?
Yeah, I'm the Pope. I'm kind of in charge of everybody down here.
No, you're not.
No, it's true. God appointed me his best guy.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, it's true. I'm the boss of everybody.
Okay. Anyway. So what else?
Well, I wonder if I could learn the Ojibwe word of the day.
Oh, sure. Today is Ishkwa Anuma E Gishagud. It's after prayer day.
After prayer? Oh, because you was mass yesterday?
Yeah, because it was mass. Ishkwa means after. Anuma E means prayer. And then Gishagud means day.
Ishkwa Anuma E Gishagud. Yeah, that's pretty cool. After prayer day. That's what you call Monday then?
Yeah, that's what we call Monday.
Oh, I got it. What was that other Ojibwe phrase you had?
Well, then, yesterday we were talking about prayer, and this would be just like a short, thing you could pray in Ojibwe. Gitchimanadu means the Great Spirit.
Gitchimanadu? That's like God, huh?
Yeah, it's like God, the Creator, the Great Spirit, we call him. Daga Widuka Wishin is please help me.
Daga Widuka Wishin?
Yep, Daga Widuka Wishin is please help me. And then Nungum means today.
Nungum, today. Gitchimanadu, Daga Widuka Wishin, Nungum. Great Spirit, please help me today. That's pretty good. Sometimes I like to pray in Latin or in some other language.
Yeah, Italian or something. Don't you speak Italian?
Yeah, I speak some other language. But from now on, I'm going to start speaking in Ojibwe.
Okay, that's cool.
What else you got for me?
Well, then we were talking about grief. Gashkenda Moen. Grief.
Gashkenda Moen. Oh, good grief, Charlie Brown.
Yeah, like Charlie Brown saying good grief. Mino Gashkenda Moen would be good grief. But we were just talking about the blues. And then what you could do for healing. The healing of the blues. Gage.
Gage. Healing. What do you do when you're feeling down? What if you're like, say, you got a job and you don't want to do it anymore, but everybody's expecting you to be like a holy guy and you just want to hang out, but you can't quit your job? Is that the blues?
You talking about anyone specifically? Your Holiness?
You can call me your father.
Your father?
No, you can say my father.
I'm not going to call you my father.
Well, you can call me Daddy-O.
I'm not going to call you Daddy-O. Frank.
Yeah, if you call me Frank.
Yeah, Frank. Are you unhappy being the Pope?
I don't know, man. Sometimes it gets me down. I just wanna, I just wanna retire. But they don't let me. I'm the Pope.
Yeah, you are. Listen, dude. I'm going to let you go. Here's one more phrase.
Yeah, what's that?
I will see you again. Gigawabamin. Min. Minowa.
Gigawabamin. Minowa. Nanaboozhoo.
Yeah, you too, buddy. Wow, what's wrong with him today? I don't know. He seemed to be in a... Oh, I know what it is.
What?
Well, he likes to drink. I bet you had a couple of glasses of wine already this morning. He's probably feeling a little loose. Isn't that a sin? I don't think so. Not for Catholics especially. I mean, yeah, the Protestants get all uptight about it. Oh, no. But, no, I think the Pope likes to drink. I think he drinks and smokes cigarettes. Listens to rock and roll music. But apparently he's sick of doing it, but now he can't retire because, it's a lot of money. A lot of people's jobs are based on the Pope. Anyway, well, good luck to you, Pope. It is Pope Francis. Why does Pope Francis sound wrong? I don't know, because we never pay attention. It's not Pope John Paul. It's not Pope Benedict. See, I know something about my popes. But, oh, wow. Icy Blades. Bonjour, Icy Blade. Welcome to the show. Somebody named Icy Blade just showed up. Well, bonjour, Icy Blade. Little shell here, baby. Little shell. There's a little shell. From the OG tribe. From the Ojibwe girl tribe. I think Icy Blade's a lady. Do you? I don't know. I'm picturing a figure skater. You don't think it's Tanya Harding, do you? No. Why does Pope Francis sound like Taz from the cartoon? Yeah, it sounds like the Tasmanian devil. I think the Pope Francis voices the Tasmanian devil on Bugs Bunny. I know. Yet another Bugs Bunny character with a speech impediment. I know. Why do all these children's shows have voices that are just terrible? Anyway. La 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 la. Okay. All right. Do we bum people out with the poem or do we delight them with the song? I say we bum them out. All right. You asked for it. I don't think I asked for it. Okay. Up next, you guys, the lovely and talented Natasha. Miigwech Bizendawieg. I'm not going to do it. This is life in a northern town. No, you coward.
They don't play it no more, but I remember a time in 1984 or maybe 85. They sang the Salvation Army band played, and the children drank lemonade, and the morning lasted all day. But the bitters came out better on a stolen guitar, and now we were blessed like spiders from Mars. The bitters came out better on a stolen guitar, and how we were blessed like spiders from Mars. They say, they say. he never would have waved goodbye. You could see it written through his eyes as the train rolled out of sight of the station. And through an open window came, like Sinatra in a younger day, pushing the clouds away, all away. But the bitters came out better on a stolen guitar, and how we were blessed like spiders from Mars. The bitters came out better on a stolen guitar, and how we were blessed like spiders from Mars. They say. They say. They say. They say. Winter 1963 felt like the world would freeze. It's John F. Kennedy and the baseball.
BOOZHOO! And welcome back to the show. Icy Blades, I'm so sorry to hear about your father. Starting his journey. I mean, I'm not sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear. I never know how to say that. It sounds so dumb to say, oh, I'm sorry. It's like, what? Did you kill him? It's like, no. I'm sorry you're hurting. I'm sorry. Why do we say I'm sorry? You know? I don't wish that I could give you a pill that would suddenly make you not care and not feel the sadness of losing your dad. You know? It's a major, we all go through it if we're lucky enough to live long. So I hope you're doing okay. I guess we say, my condolences, my sympathies. I recognize that you were going through a profound emotional thing. And I wish you all the strength and peace and quick recovery and growth, It's the biggest thing. It's the main thing. We dance around it. Nobody wants to talk about it, but death. Life and death. It's joyful and tragic. In the end, everybody's gotta go sometime. And everybody's gotta go sometime. But it's really painful and profound and life-changing. This is one of the things I learned over and over again. And I'm always reminded of when somebody dies who I love. You do heal. You recover from grief. But not really. But life, you never go back to what it was like before. So even though you do, your tears dry. And your life may actually become better than it ever was before. But real grief, real loss like that marks a chapter end. Life was like this until that moment. And then the new life began. The new chapter, which may turn out to be the best chapter yet, lots of times starts with a tragedy, with great loss. So, I don't know. It bums me out. talking about this stuff can sometimes. I do weird things in the morning sometimes. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the coffee, if it's the time of day. But sometimes I can have a little mini roller coaster ride. Early in the mornings, I'll find myself getting really sad. Sometimes early in the morning. You know, when I'm at my most wide awake, you know, just 2 cups of coffee in, whatever. But then, a song will make me tear up and start crying. Or I'll get really reflective and remember somebody, you know. I heard it said that grief is the first grace. It's the one thing that connects everybody. And I didn't know what he meant by the first grace. Is it the first, gift of grace? When somebody dies, when you connect with somebody else on that level, it's amazing how you can cut through all the crap. People will connect, will understand each other, and drop all the pretenses. You stop being, I'm a Vikings fan, and I'm a whatever, I'm a black man, I'm a white man. Grief will connect all of us as humans. It's a gift that it gives us by breaking our hearts, by destroying our lives, is that it can open us up. So, it's the kind of thing you wouldn't wish on anybody, but this part of you knows that person's gonna grow because of this terrible thing. Yeah, I don't know. So hang in there, buddy. Looking out on the morning rain, I used to feel like saying a prayer. Get your money to who? The guy we took a wishing undo. Anama anungum. Please don't go. Don't go away. I'm begging you to stay. Great Spirit, please help me to pray well today. Get your money to. Thank you for healing my grief as much as you have. Thank you for getting me this far. Today, I kind of pray not to tell you what to do, but if it's of your will, that you be with the people who are carrying around that heavy burden of missing somebody, or maybe the heavy burden of the trauma, the dramatic day when somebody started their journey. There's 1,000,001 different reasons why people die. But everybody's gotta go sometime. But today I pray that you'd help ease maybe some of the sharp edges of grief for the people watching today. And whoever. Get your money to. If I'm meant to talk about these things more, I'm willing to, if that's what you want me to do. I don't necessarily feel like the most qualified or I don't know. But sometimes I think it's weird that I find myself talking about these things so often. So, show me the path. Show me the red road. and grant me the serenity to accept what it cannot change, and the courage to change the things that can. but also give me the inspire me to behave and live in a way that I should, or whatever. But well, thank you for my life. Miigwech GOFUNDME. Miigwech GOFUNDME. Thank you for this day. It's gonna be beautiful. And Dash Miigwech Bizandawiek. Thank you for listening. Apenge. I don't know. And if you don't love me now, you will never love Stevie Nicks. La-di-da. Okay. So the poem that we're threatening to play is has to do with Princess, our cat, who passed away about 4 years ago. And, totally accept it. Totally fine with it. I've gotten past it. Moved on. But some of the music and the art that was created out of our sadness it's like we instilled a little button. I'll watch the thing and it'll make me cry all over again. It's so dumb. So, I don't know. But it's beautiful, so I kind of want to share it. Alright. We will return after this tribute to a best friend.
BOOZHOO. This is a poem about the loss of a pet. This poem is called Tribute to a Best Friend. Sunlight streams through window pane onto a spot on the floor. Then I remember it's where you used to lie, but now you are no more. Our feet walk down a hall of carpet, and muted echoes sound. Then I remember it's where your paws would joyously abound. A voice is heard along the road and up beyond the hill. Then I remember it can't be yours. Your golden voice is still. But I'll take that vacant spot of floor and empty muted hall and lay them with the absent voice, an unused dish along the wall. I'll wrap these treasured memories in a blanket of my love and keep them for my best friend until we meet above. Rest in peace, Princess.
Why did I do that? That was really dumb. Now I'm sad. Bloop. Okay. Sweetie! What? I made myself sad again. Yeah, me too. You want to come home? Yeah. Would you pick me up? Yeah, okay. Scanning for your coordinates. Thanks. I'm so dumb. All right, hang on. I got you. 1 to teleport. Make it so, number 1. is that? What? Why do I do that to myself? You mean make yourself sad? Make myself cry. I don't know. Tribute to a best friend. If you'd like to support this stupid show, we accept Patreon and PayPal and GoFundMe. Links in the description. And Michael Lyons has books for sale on Amazon.com. Books like an English Ojibwe coloring book. And click the link in the description below. Now for some comedy. Hey everybody, how you doing? I totally don't feel like making jokes now. I know. So, yeah. I'm happy. It's just a weird kind of... It's a beautiful sadness. An achingly beautiful sadness. Grief. It's not all negative. Grief? Yeah. There is something very cathartic when, everything finally falls apart and you're just all crumbled on the floor. Because anxiety is worrying about something bad happening. But once in a while, it's no longer anxiety when it's grief. Then the thing actually happened. And now there you are. You're not worrying. You're experiencing this tragedy. Tragedy when the feeling's gone, there ain't no one. It's tragedy when your pet dies and you don't know why. I even knew why Princess died. You can't live forever. She was old. That kitty was like 18, 19 years old, for crying out loud. But it was just so achingly, beautifully slow, her death. A lot of it, you know what I think it is? What's that? I think it's PTSD. You'll remember a time when you were so sad that the memory is scarred in your brain. It's not even that I get sad about missing Princess. I'm just remembering the tragedy of the day Princess started her journey. The joyous occasion of when she went to heaven. I shouldn't be crying over her dying, but it was just so sad to see a little dying kitten take one last grasp for my hand with her little paw. No! I'm laying on the floor, my face on the floor next to her. Just loving her as she died. Ugh. I don't know. Ruby, Ruby, paws on your heart. Sad to lose your pets. Yeah, no kidding. I have an old white cat, 18 years with David Bowie eyes, sitting in a basket beside me. Oh, treasure it. The problem of loving anybody is that the more you love them, the more it's going to hurt when they pass. It's so unfair that they don't get to outlive us, But yeah, I know the feeling with David Bowie eyes. That's cool. One blue, one green. John Redcorn says, an owl got my cat. You gotta be kidding me. Those owls suck. I'm done with owls. You actually killed your cat. My grandmother, that's when I started not letting cats out anymore. I grew up where cats were a thing that you let in and out all day long, All cats were outdoor cats to me. But you just let them in whenever. Until my grandmother, Princess's mom, was a white cat. And she heard about an eagle taking one of the neighbor's cats. And she was like, what? I don't want an eagle. And she had she lived on a lake, so there were always eagles coming to the... Eagles like to hang out on the shoreline because there's dead fish. But, so she was always afraid an eagle would come get the cats. And then I became afraid. You know, you kind of inherit your grandmother's fears. It's like, yeah, I don't want some stupid eagle. You know, you want to see me shoot an eagle? I wouldn't even hesitate. I have no regard for eagles. Oh no, it's a national symbol. Oh no, it's a protected bird. Oh, endangerment. I would shoot one happily and eat its meat. If it was coming after your cat, you mean? No, I hate eagles. That goes double for chicken. You know, like when they have those documentaries, oh, look how cruel these chicken places are. I'm always like, yeah, good. Who cares? A dirty chicken. Go ahead, pluck them while they're still alive. That's just delicious meat to me. Man, you're heartless. Yeah, I only love cats and dogs. And wild animals like lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Anywho. But so yeah. Gagagay. Goshke namoan. Gagay. Grief healing. Goshke namoan. Grief. The blues. Everywhere I've been and gone. The blues, they run the game. But there is healing. And, oh, you know when I was praying? Yeah. It occurred to me again. You know, for as much as we listen to, like, inspiration, and we think, oh, so creative, blah, blah, blah. You know, I hear a voice, an inspired thing that says we're supposed to address grief with kids and spirituality and depression. You think so? Yeah. I think we should start thinking in those terms. Maybe the summer project. I'm just talking here in front of you guys. This is just some, what do they call it? One kind of behind the scenes or business housekeeping. This is just some housekeeping. Yeah, but sometimes I think we're being kind of pushed in a direction where, you know what? I probably could talk about these very deep, painful issues in kind of a non-threatening way. And we probably are, if we give ourselves enough credit. Just old enough, just wise enough to be used to maybe... Yeah, we might have to do something to end depression for children. Yeah, that'll happen. Or something. Or maybe we're just supposed to record an album. I don't know. Michael? Well, you got that comic book. Yeah. Michael has a comic book called, which I don't even pull up the picture, Grief Relief. Grief Relief. And you can check it out in the link in the description. Look, and then you gotta search for Grief Relief. But it's a comic book about little skunk who's lost his grandma. He doesn't have the will to live. But anyway, do you want to add anything before I sign out? Oh, that's pretty good. All right. Maybe we should do a nighttime show tonight. Let's think about it, but don't promise it. Okay. We're going to consider coming on tonight. We might have to do the adult evening show tonight. Maybe bring out some special guest stars. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, if you know everything. Tell me I said thanks. Michael Lyons says thanks. Nanaboozhoo? Oh, yeah, me too. Tell me I said miigwech. And Nanaboozhoo says miigwech. And I would like to say, from the bottom of my heart, Miigwech Bisandawieg. Thank you for listening. And Miigwech Ganawabieg. Thank you for watching BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Natasha. This is NANABOOZHOO. Okay, Miigwech. This is Michael Lyons. Thanks so much. And I will see you again. Gigawabamin. Minoa. Oh. Sweetie. One to teleport. Make it so, number one. No. Having trouble? Yeah, it's not working. Remember, you gotta push down the button and jiggle the little thingy. Yeah. Jiggle the thingy, but hold the button down.